Hello and welcome to Time for God and A Christmas Helping, the first of our two celebrations of Christmas with Time for God. Not trying to replace anything, just adding to all the worship that we can give at St. Peter's, Bexhill. A very stingy, mean man went Christmas shopping to find a present for his friend, but everything he saw was far too expensive. That was all except a beautiful two-handled vase. It had been £500 but was reduced to only £2 because both handles had come off and were in pieces. He bought it and had the sales assistant post it so that his friend would think he had paid £500 for it and that it had got broken in the post. A week later he got a very nice thank you letter. It said, "Thank you for the lovely vase. It was so nice of you to wrap all the pieces separately." Giving and receiving presents is all part of celebrating Christmas, a very important part. After all, what we are celebrating is a birthday, a very big birthday, the birthday of Jesus. Everything we do is really just part of the biggest birthday party ever. But we can get confused about what the birthday really means, what Christmas really means. So what else do we need for a birthday party? A cake. A birthday cake. Well, it's not quite a birthday cake or a Christmas cake, but it'll do very nicely. And a birthday cake isn't a birthday cake without candles. Jesus was born, lived and died so that we can have life with him. And that's what the candle is all about. We sometimes call Jesus the light of the world. He shines over everything. And Jesus is God's greatest gift to the world. We give each other gifts at Christmas because when Jesus was born, the wise men brought him presents. Those presents those wise men gave weren't cheap, but they weren't made to give a good impression. They were presents that tell us a lot about who Jesus is and what was to happen. Jesus was given gold because he is the king, gold for a king. Jesus was given incense because that was used in worship. It tells us that not only is Jesus our king, he is also our God. And Jesus was given myrrh, which is a perfume used at the time of death. This sounds very serious, and it is, because it points forward to the Easter story, to Jesus dying for us, dying so we can live. Christmas and Easter are all part of the same story. You can't have one without the other. And they were very wise men because they knew what was going on. Christmas really is very simple. We give each other presents and do lots of other things, but it's really just about God giving us the very best present of all. God giving us the light of the world. We all know that sometimes life gets tough. Sometimes it feels like the light of life goes out. Those dark times can be very difficult. And there have been a lot of dark times lately. There have always been dark times. Sometimes bad things happen to us. Sometimes we do bad things ourselves. But however dark we make our lives, Jesus is always there, waiting for us to turn back to him. And we have to hold on to our knowledge that God will not leave us alone. When we celebrate Christmas, we celebrate light coming into the world, into our lives, into everything, now and always. Jesus gives us the best present ever, light and life forever with him, the light of the world. So let's try to keep it simple. Let's enjoy the good stuff, the presents and the food and our families and friends in whatever way we can this year. But let's try to keep our eyes on what we are doing, celebrating the biggest and best birthday party ever, the birthday of a baby born in a stable, the birth of our King and our God. And the good thing about that is that if the king is born in a great palace, you have to have special permission to visit, but anyone can go to a stable. So the most important thing is not what we get under the tree on Christmas Day morning, but that we know whose birthday it is. Amen.